In this video, we make a template that requires a mirrored image. Sometimes you want to create a template for an image that isn't asymmetrical. So you need to create a mirror image on your template. So if you haven't seen a previous video to this of making the star, I recommend you go and look at that. This is the next step. So in this one, we're going to be looking for a fish. So we go to Google search as we did before, and we type in fish clip art. And you want to look for a fish that doesn't have any sharp fins. So this fish here is what I liked. And I did see in the subcategory that there was the same fish with a white background, not a checkered background. So I decided to choose that, and I'm going to do the same as before and do a save as, and save that fish on my desktop. So look for desktop, go down to rename the file. I'm going to call it fish. And then we're going to go and close that. We're going to go up to where the fish saves on the desktop. We're going to click on it, and it's going to open up into a photo editor. This photo editor was just a default on the computer. And all you're going to do is you're going to click on the image, because for macaron you need the mirror image for the top and the bottom. They can't be the same or they won't line up. So you click on the image and you look over and it'll say flip. So you click on flip and you have the mirror image. That's simple. Go down, you go and save. And this one I'm going to name fish 2. That way they're two separate titles, so they're easy to find. Nothing fancy, just something very simple. Again, save it back on the desktop. And this could be for any character that you want. A giraffe. Anything that's not asymmetrical. And when I put it on my desktop, it did not put them next to each other, so I like to get organized and I put them right next to each other for future use. And then, as in the other video, the same process is we're going to go back to Google search and we're going to type in Avery for Avery label templates. So in the search bar, we just type in Avery. Again, just like we did in the previous video. And when it all loads up, I like to go up to the search menu, search bar, and I type in name badge, because I like having the 8 characters per page. You can do a different number if you want smaller macarons, or larger ones if you want a big one. You can get 6 per, or whatever you want to do. I just like using these templates for consistency, because you set one and then the rest of them are all copied, so they're evenly spaced, evenly sized. It's just better consistency. Okay, type in your login info to log into the site, and then it'll open up on the creation tab. Again, doesn't matter which one you pick. Now this one here, I'm going to use a horizontal box, because the fish is wide. So it'll fit neater in a horizontal box than it would a vertical box. Again, if you're doing a giraffe, you would do vertical because it would be taller than it would be wider. So for the fish, I went with the wide one. Again, same principle. You're just going to go back, import your file. Doesn't matter which one you do first. Just pick one. Now this, I size up. Again, I just try to get it to the size that I want. It doesn't matter. Now you see the hash marks in the center. That means that your image is centered on the block. So you want to do that again for proper spacing for the rest of the sheet. So now I'm happy with the size. Just get a little bit to the edge. That looks good. So now we're going to go back down and we're going to print. Again, making sure it's on entire. Okay, you have 8 fish. Keep in mind we're looking to the right. So whether you call this one fish top, fish bottom, it doesn't matter. Okay. There it goes, just loaded it in a PDF. So now once we're in the PDF, you go to print if you want to print. And you can do so here. Again, my printer defaulted to black and white, change it to color, and you could hit print. Now if you want to save it for something, then you could always go up to the top and hit download. And again, that'll prompt you to save it. So it's going to my desktop, and I'm going to rename it Fish Top. This way in the future, if I want to print it out or organize it, put it in a folder or whatever, you know that it goes, if there's a top, there should be a bottom somewhere. So it's easier to find that it's part of a pair. Now you just go back to bottom to the customize, click on the image, and then you want to hit replace image. Now it's going to say what file do you want, and you just go to fish 2, and there you go, your fish is looking to the left. Everything's the same, 8 per sheet. You go down, you make it a PDF. Again, I don't save it on Avery because I save it on my desktop. And there you go, PDF with the fish looking left. So you can print it from this screen, or you can download it and save it on your computer for future use. Just want to make sure that you name each of the PDFs different, because if they're the same name, then the second one's going to overwrite the first one. So that's why I did fish top, and then this one will be fish bottom. And it'll save it onto your desktop. So that's it for that. You close that program, and on your desktop you have your 2 images of the fish, and on the bottom, or wherever it's saved on your desktop, you have your 2 PDF files that are named what you named it. So again, thank you for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope you see you in the next one.